Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to my channel for another speed build. Today we're renovating an apartment for a single dad and his son, and this is in the 131321 Chic Street with 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, coming to around 36,000 simoleons. And I used a lot of items from the Parenthood game pack because I just thought it's quite fitting for a father and son apartment. And so pretty much a lot of the stuff here, especially the kitchen items, and I think the sofa as well. I used the Parenthood couches and the countertops. So I really love the blue swatch the most. I kind of played around with different colors. I wanted to try to go with the green, but then it looked a bit too dark and grungy, and I thought I still wanted the apartment to look a bit lively, a bit more, how should I put it? The blue looks more vibrant, so I don't want the whole apartment to look super dark, especially since there's a kid living with him as well. So yeah, that's what I went with. And I imagine that this father used to be a pro basketball player who is now retired because he has to take care of his son. So he's currently working as a web designer. Later on in the apartment, you'll see that I put up a lot of trophies. So I imagine that those are the father's trophies when he was still in his prime. So he just kind of like stuck them on the bookshelves. Because this is a pretty small apartment. So there isn't really much space. The bedrooms are, I would say, pretty small. So yeah, and I just thought that, it would be nice to renovate an apartment for a single dad and his son. Previously, I did one for a single mom and I think her 2 twin daughters. So I thought it would be quite cool to do something for a single dad. So this is what I'm doing for today's video. And so the son just became a teen recently, and he loves playing basketball as well. So I think they're the father and son duo who plays basketball every weekend to just bond. And yeah, as I mentioned, this is a pretty small and also awkward looking shaped apartment. It's like it has this really long, I don't know, it's just like one part of it is just very long and then the other side is just pretty narrow. So yeah, but I think I did a good job at renovating this apartment, and I really like how it turned out. It isn't the matchy kind of apartment because sometimes you need to try something that is a bit mismatched, and I just thought like this would be the perfect apartment to do like a mismatch kind of theme. So yeah, and if you like this apartment, you can download it from the Sims 4 gallery under my origin ID shansimsyt, or you can also find it under the hashtag shansimsyt. And if you're new here, don't forget to click subscribe and turn on the notifications button so you get notified each time I post a new video. Now back to the build. How's everybody doing so far? This is Friday night for me again. I realized I've been recording my voiceovers on Friday nights somehow because I did the same thing last week. So yes, how's everybody doing so far? Last weekend was my birthday, so I celebrated my 25th. I would say maybe quarter life crisis, but yeah, I had a really great birthday. So I went out to eat, then I came back, celebrated with my family, and yeah, so tomorrow I'll be going out with my friends for dinner, and we're having KBBQ. So I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward to that. With this group of friends, I feel like we are always finding food, like good stuff to eat. It's funny because like we always say, okay guys, we need to exercise, we like every time we meet we are always eating, so let's try to do something different, and then somehow we always end up eating. I mean, there were a few times we planned for like an outdoor activity, but somehow we just changed our plans entirely, and then we just like head out to eat instead. So I mean, doesn't matter, but I'm still just really excited to meet my friends tomorrow. I feel like I haven't been meeting up with my friends because of how busy I am with school and like other stuff as well. So I'm really excited to see them tomorrow. And yeah, also, did I mention that I'm finally, okay wait, not finally, but I'm almost done with the module that has like 3 assignments, or 3 group assignments to submit. week after week. So we've submitted the report itself, so now we're just left with the video and the slides. So I can't wait for that, because finally I'm gonna be done with that module. Thank God. So finally gonna be done with that module. I can't wait for that. And what else? Oh yes, and then I have another assignment that is due next week. I think in a week's time actually. So this is a coding assignment. So I basically need to code up a personal portfolio from scratch. So this requires HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and all that kind of thing. We're required to use Bootstrap as the framework. So I want to say I think I'm on a pretty good track for this module. I mean, to be honest, I'm having a lot of fun like building the website from scratch, but it's only until I remember that this assignment is worth 70% of my entire grade that I start to panic a little. Like, to be honest, I'm just taking it really chill this semester. I don't even want to get an A, or like I just want to do well. I just want to have fun, because my GPA isn't gonna go anywhere. So there's no point in me trying to, stress myself out. I'm just gonna take this last semester pretty chill. Take it as a learning experience. I think right from the beginning, I've been trying to tell myself to, take all this as a learning experience. So the results, even though I say that the results doesn't matter, I do think that it still matters to me a little. It's just me trying to convince myself that what's most important is the process, the learning process, the part where you learn from your mistakes. I think this was especially, I don't know, like something that I needed to hear from myself when I failed one of my exams when I was in year 1. So it was pretty shocking. So I failed an exam, so I had to retake the entire module. So that was my first semester and first year in school, and that kind of affected my GPA because it was like a 3.1 out of 5. But I mean, since then it hasn't really been improving. So right now I think I don't even remember what's my GPA now, but you know what, the GPA really doesn't matter to me, at least to me. So that's why I'm just kind of taking it pretty chill. I just really want to enjoy my last semester and not stressed out so much. I mean, I've been pretty stressed out at the beginning of this semester just because of the module that requires me to complete 3 group assignments with my group mates. That was the hardest module, I would say, especially working with people I haven't worked with, or like these are the people I'm working with for the first time. That's why I'm so nervous. But I'm just glad that it's coming to an end. The last lesson will be on the 2nd of April, which is just like a session where they I think the top 5 teams from all the classes will be competing with each other, and I have no idea what the final winner gets out of it. Probably just better grades and recognition. But pretty much that's it. So my group and I were like, okay guys, we need to try our best to not get nominated or like get chosen to present this, because we don't want to waste our time on it. And we're just not the kind of group who wants to be part of it. We're just like, I have so much more like important things to do that I don't want to be chosen and to present on the day itself. So let's just pray that we are not selected. But so right now we are decorating the father's bedroom. So I gave him a work table inside because there's no space in the living room, as you can see. So this is his small workspace nook in his room where he does all his web designs, lives with clients and things like that. The bedroom is really simple. I just thought that the father didn't really decorate much, probably just put up a painting and that's all. But he's really, I don't know, I just think that he's really how do I say, he takes good care of his son and just makes sure that his son has like the best education, just provides his son with the best provides the son with like the best he can provide him with. So yeah, really great dad. And the son is also really what do you call that? Very studious. So other than basketball, I just remembered that I also gave him a canvas, like a painting canvas and things like that. So I imagine that other than being a very studious student, he likes to play basketball, and he also likes painting. So I don't know if that is something he's gonna pursue in the future, but I just thought it would be nice to, to be painting. And yeah, so I've been also, I really love painting, and I think that's something that I want to do more this year. I think the last time I painted was like at the peak of COVID when I really had nothing to do, and I was really trying to find ways to, to make my days feel a little bit more different from the previous day. Because during the peak of COVID, I think all of us had to stay at home, and there's really nothing much we can do. And even though we were allowed to go out to the park to exercise and whatnot, in the beginning I was still really worried. So I think for a good 4 or 5 months I didn't go to the park or the reservoir to run. So I've been like working out at home. I bought a what do you call that? I bought a yoga mat. Yeah, I bought a yoga mat to exercise and whatnot. And then right now it's so dirty, and I'm considering to get a new one. I mean, it's time. It's been 2 years, so pretty much I would say it's a good investment, considering that I do exercise regularly at home. So yeah. So right now, I think we're almost done with the son's room. Yeah, I think over here is where I put the canvas. Also, I recently started watching this Netflix series called Chic Street, and I have to say it's really, oh my god, it's so funny. Basically, the storyline is this wealthy family, they find themselves bankrupt after their manager kind of did something to their money. So I mean, like, kind of cheated them of their money or something like this. And then they had to move to a small town called Chic Street. Funny thing is, this was a town that the father bought for his son on his birthday, because they thought like the name of the town was like just really funny, Chic Street. So then they had to live there. And yeah, so I mean, the whole series is just looking at them growing from it. Going from the whole episode of them becoming bankrupt. And I think it's really nice. The character development is wonderful. It's so funny. I think it's really by far one of my favorite series, like comedy series I've watched. It's so touching. The character development is, oh my god, it's the best. So if you are looking for something to watch, I highly recommend watching Chic Street. And also, I finished watching it already. There are 6 seasons in total, so I think it's something you can binge watch. I think each season has about 13 to 14 episodes. Yeah. So anyways, we are coming to the end of this speed build. I hope you like this speed build, and if you do like it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really supports my channel a lot. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.